fill 92 positions. To me, in my wisdom, it's very simple. It's not complicated. It's very simple. Allow people to be trained to do the jobs that you want them.
Commuters get in automobiles and they drive out and they have remote control in their garage and they leave the city. People that live here in the city, they walk on the streets. We see the lights that are broken, or we see the good things, people sitting on their front porches. You feel the energy of the city when you live in the city. If you get in the car.
Everyone.
Good evening.
And again, my name is Audrey McCarthy. And I'm here because I am in favor of keeping the residency program in the city of Wilmington.
This is an old game, left over from Civil War days. If it looks like people of color are gaining power, it must be stopped at any means possible.
And a lot of people know what I do. I am one who protested at the mayor's house for 16 days straight. If you vote yes for this, I will work hard to make sure that you do not have your seat next year.
President, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, some of us on council, look at Chester. Just take a look at what Chester looks like. Yeah. That's what it's going to look like. Yep. You're right. I applied for I wanted a 911 job.
A city employee lives in the community they serve. They are more likely to be invested in that community's welfare and outcomes. This matters not just for police officers, but for also the city lawyer.
They wasn't living in Greenville, Centerville, or anywhere else. They were in the city. Taxpayer dollars need to go to the city. You give people jobs, paying good money, they're going to take tax dollars out of the city? Yep. Come on now. He's going to bankrupt the city.
I'm standing as a homeowner, resident of the city of Wilmington, a local pastor, and a member of a coalition, I would call it, of people citywide.
I hope this thing doesn't pass, because if it does pass, the sponsoring person that put this thing up, hiding behind Zoom.
Then let me put in their hands a letter of offer of job opportunity that they can take to the bank and get a $50,000 loan in a heartbeat, convert that home into a...
It is extremely disappointing that we have 7 members of our city council that are actually thinking about lifting residency requirements before they're thinking about launching apprenticeship programs, before they're thinking...
I'm so happy to be here tonight, representing my Hispanic community. My name is Lourdes Rivera. I live on the 5th District for the last 33 years. By the way, where's my city councilor? I'm here against Ordinance 22035. We don't have too much.
We will not be deceived by the mayor of this city giving these council members talking points to deceive the people of this city. You think you're funny, Przicki, by bringing this out?
The information I don't have, train me, because I know I'm still young enough to where I'm only 46 years old. I'm still young enough to where I know what I'm doing. If you give me the chance to learn it, where I'm at.
It's going to be a summation, to be honest with you. But Mike Przicki, no more games like you've been playing. We're not playing no more games. You know, Malcolm X said one time,
requires that each branch of government jealously guard the power that it is invested with. So when a mayor who should be a lame duck comes to council, among whom is seated at least 2 attorneys, and says that he plans the...
Carolyn Peak. Oh, I misspeak, sorry. Ms. Guard, please be careful when you approach the podium. Please watch your step.
My address, Mr. President and City Council members. I want you to forgive me if I show and express some strong emotions tonight.
I just say no. Vote no.
I'm not going to get up here and talk about the jobs and we can't find nobody. And it's bigger than that. Right. It's really bigger than that.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wilda Spence, and I concur to everything that was said tonight. Vote them out. Yes.
To keep the job here. So one of my colleagues wondered, if you're going to lift the residency, do we get reimbursed for the homes that we bought? Have to look inside of where you live. You got
Rico. Fine with me, if that's what y'all agree with. If that's what y'all want to do, to be able to import somebody here to do your job. That's right. Your job.
30 seconds.
They want to farm it out. And I don't.
And a plan to support Wilmington residents and fill the vacant positions for the city of Wilmington. Voting to get rid of the current policy is not what neighboring cities similar to the population size of Wilmington are doing.
Make it better. And when you see these people that are supposed to represent you, represent their own good, ask yourself, what have I done to make it better? Wanted to fill these positions. If you wanted to fill these positions, why don't y'all put the money up to have job fairs right here in the city county building?
Please watch your step once you get to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Khadija Robinson, and I am here in agreement with everyone that yes, no is the way to go. However, I do want to, I started in the city, and I'm going to tell this, and I started in 1989. I've been a resident of the city of Wilmington all of my life. We have had this residency issue for a long time, and it's always stemmed from policemen not wanting to live in the city.
Reconstruct or add more time. That sounds fair.
That's your time, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
So I really believe that we need to come together and you need to listen to the constituency. We're all saying no. So as you go to vote, it's important that you take that under consideration. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Tony Dunn.
To change the residency, they would be turning over in their graves. They knew what was right for us and for us to be employed as Wilmingtonians. And it's a shame to have so many of our Afro-American city council people here today.
They aren't as diverse as they could be. They police downtown. They don't police everywhere that they should be. I see DMREC, the Delaware Natural Resources and Environmental Control, as I see police. They're supposed to police the environment. They're supposed to police the air quality. They're supposed to police the corporations that exist in our communities that pollute.
And are taking jobs from the youth in Wilmington. That's my fear. Is this something that would happen if all these people come into the city, move into the city, bring their children in, or bring people in from outside the city to take the youth's job?
Luxury apartment complexes, and maybe we should think about increasing the pay on these positions. You want to talk about attracting talent. Well, then you need to pay that talent. We have no problem authorizing a massive increase in pay to attract an interesting choice in police chief.
I'm a longtime resident of Wilmington. I've lived in Wilmington all of my life, and like you, I've had an invested interest in Wilmington and the quality of life in